this will be my first decent afternoon set. Come see some train pull out. I should know. It's gonna be some buck walks by. Yeah, one. It's hard to say. I mean, he's not like giant by any means, but good management buck. He's a young buck. He's a good management buck. He came by and clearing to my right about 4:30 last night. According to the trail cam. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon right now. Hoping grabs or Mr. Big or someone decent walks by this afternoon and tonight. Monday and Tuesday night. Monday was kind of a wash. Went to the turkey spot. 20 minutes. And Tuesday night, the turkey spot was packed. So I hiked through some new ground. Pretty much a wash. Next week's gonna be having more downtime. Thanksgiving break. Thanksgiving. So I have more downtime to be able to go out and get after it. So it's about south of tonight. I'm gonna see if I can punch my tag on a good buck. So hope it's a good set. Seen quite a number of bigger sized tracks as they come out. Just been thinking some positive thoughts. It's quiet today. It's quiet tonight, so I can already hear movement. I think it's probably mostly squirrels. There's someone back off to my northeast. Someone to my southwest. A lot of the big tracks I've been seeing have been coming from like northeast towards the south. This past weekend opening morning, some tracks that went by back into some thick bedding area by the corner stand. is actually fairly close. It's down in the northwest portion of the rectangle. It's still about some 600 yards, 700 yards away, but it's in this rectangle. I already feel the temperature start to drop. Approaching that golden hour. Days will go by. It's gonna go by in this hour. Just about an hour left. Sunset's at 4:42. It's right now 3:36. Alright, the rain's coming. I have to put the cameras away. I think I'll have to shoot from my phone. So I'll talk to you guys once I'm done with the set. Fuck down, baby! It's not Mr. Big, but it's a buck. It's a deer. It's a fucking deer. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm shaking so bad. I blew out his fucking front shoulder. I watched him crash. He's down. He's not too far away from me. Yes! More meat in the freezer. More meat in the freezer. Man, it's a buck. It was a good body buck, too. Yes! I have to wait just a couple minutes. I'll go down and take care of this. Got one. Yes. Yes. All right. Lighten my load a bit. Took some layers off. I'm gonna go out and get dirty, track him down. Pretty sure I know where he dropped. He should be dead pretty soon. It's not already, so walk out, meet my dad, and go get some meat. Rain kind of stopped for a bit, so should be able to get some filming, some pictures in. So, talk to you guys in a bit. Well, sorry you guys didn't get to see that stupid rain, but I'm glad I held out just a little bit because the rain let up and this guy walked out, came out to my right, walked within 20 yards, right inside the front shoulder, out back the other side, right over the top of the heart. Watched him run straight out, do a face plant in the dirt, and there it is. This is the 4-point that I saw opening day, so Saturday, and the hunting's just been really hard. I just don't have a whole lot of time, so I figured put some meat in the freezer. So sorry guys didn't get to see that whole thing pan out, but got it done. Woo! Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
It's the 4-point I saw and you saw, just so you know, on opening day.
You almost shot it.
I almost shot it.
Almost shot it.
But I let him go.
You couldn't shoot it. What do you mean you weren't gonna let it go? You couldn't shoot it. All right, time to go take him, get him cut up to the processor, all that fun stuff. I'm tired, but meat in the freezer. Woo! Hi guys. Next day. Well, that was kind of rushed towards the end of that, so I figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit more about how that all transpired. Once the rain pushed in and I took the cameras off. That is the 4-point that I saw last Saturday morning. Insert video here. So that morning, closest he got was about maybe 55 to 60 yards, but I was in a stand that was way too close to the houses, so I didn't bring out my gun, and I brought my bow, and he wasn't going to come in that morning. And just with how October went from like, whoo, to dead standstill for like 3 weeks. Like, didn't see a deer anywhere. And it slowly started to pick up just a little bit towards the end. And the beginning of November started to see some deer, but just couldn't really pull it together. Either didn't have a shot, or I was actually just sitting there just trying to play big time trophy hunter, waiting for Mr. Bigger Crabs. And in the back of my head, what's kind of been sitting there as I'm looking at my freezer going, I need more ground meat, still need more meat, I have tags to fill. So now we're in this little predicament here, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And basically last night, about 4:20 in the afternoon, 4:20 Blaze, I made that joke, okay. About 4:20, the rain started to die off just a bit. I rattled like 20 minutes before that or anything. I don't think it had anything to do with him coming in or not. He approached from my right side of the clearing, right side of the stand. Saw him, he had his tail up and he was walking and he was by himself. So when he had his tail up, that's typically like behavior of a buck trailing a doe. So I was like, it's got to be a buck. Threw up my binos, saw his head, recognized the deer immediately. It was that big 4-point. At least I thought he was a big 4-point. When I got him on the ground, I was like, yeah, he's not quite as big as I thought he was, but he's still a big deer, given his age. And basically as soon as that hit, I'm like, I have a buck tag to fill. I'm not going to sit here and waste any time because I know time's a waste and I need to fill a tag. So I figured I was going to pull the trigger on him. So I get ready, get the earmuffs on, get the gun up, and he's kind of mulling around about 55, 60 yards again, but he's off to the right through some thick stuff, hard quartering too. When he finally stopped, he was sniffing the ground. And I had the crosshairs on him and I'm like, no, that's too far. And he's quartering too. It's not a good shot. So I lifted off the gun, just kind of watched him for a bit, and he turned and he started to walk, and there's that rock wall that comes right out in front. He started to walk kind of parallel to that rock wall, and I go, I know where he's going. This is going to happen. And pause. With the rain coming in, I told myself it's going to make tracking, like blood tracking, really hard. I do know that that gun is dialed in. So if I'm going to shoot a deer, I have to know I'm going to kill it. So I'm going to wait for a shot that's like dead to rights, like it's going to die. So now resume. He's coming down that rock wall, and he's going to approach a spot that's going to be 20 yards. The writing was on the wall. I knew it. So as he's coming down, I'm kind of picking him out like a little bit before then. I go, watching where he's going, and I'm going, okay, right in between these two trees, right at 20 yards, it's going to pop out right there. Nothing in front of him. It's going to be good to go. So flick the safety off, get down on the gun, pick a spot, just wait. He starts entering in there. I go, meh. He stops, takes about 3 more steps, lifts his head up, settle down, pull the trigger, bam. And I see him jump, see him run. He's not moving his front left leg, and he's running, and he's doing the death run, like just barreling like out towards like the green. His front half like is starting to get lower to the ground. He's hitting trees, everything else. He actually like his chest
chest, neck, face into the dirt, popped up again, and then flopped over, and I didn't see any more movement past that. So pretty much like as soon as I hit him, I knew he was dead. And he was dead hard and dead fast. So make the shot. I saw the video, my reaction after the shot, and that was just culmination of weeks of just not seeing a deer, getting frustrated with how the season was going, getting frustrated in the prospect of like not being able to fill in another tag, and just so happened the buck walked by, which is back behind the parents' house. That's all I could shoot, so that was the first opportunity I had to be able to go out there and shoot a deer. And I got it done, got some more meat in the freezer, kept the streak alive, and basically second year in a row of me going out and hunting, I've shot two deer both years. There's still some season left. I got a doe tag for 8N, which I can go hunt and do all that, but there's another part of the story that I'll get to here in a second, which Saga's never done yet. So let me go back and finish this off. So I text my dad. I said, time to get the sled. He gets the sled out. I go back, take off the harness, start lightening up the load, everything else, so I can walk out there. I don't know where I put my earmuffs, but I don't really care. It didn't really matter because I knew he was dead. So we walk out there, find him, do all that, get the business done, everything else. And as I'm walking up to him, he's laying where the exit wound actually came out. Where the exit wound came out was like a 10 ring. It was right behind the shoulder, mid body height, right through like double long, exactly 10 ring where you want like your arrow to go. So I'm like, holy crap, I am just dead on. Because I did actually pull the gun just a little bit before I shot. So actually the shot entered a little high and in front of the shoulder, but because of the angle, he was quartering to just a little bit because of the way the rock wall is to that stand. It ended up playing out to my advantage where literally once we opened him up and take a look around, that went through like high in front of the left shoulder, through, exited the behind the shoulder 10 ring wise, and actually cut and hit the heart like right above it, right where all the arteries, everything else is. So double long artery, everything else. He ran maybe 40 yards and so I just for some reason just can't miss. I'm just nailing. All 4 deer I've shot have died really fast, and it's all because I'm hitting that pump station. So I am proud of myself that I went from not being the best hunter or shot, like literally miss or shot right underneath, took some hair off, like that kind of stuff, to being deadly, like super deadly. The last 4 deer I've shot at, I've killed them all. Pretty proud of myself, so awesome. Just gotta keep that up. And now, fast forward, get done, get him in the truck, start heading to the processor. Dum-dum. Didn't realize that it's gun season, so there's probably a lot of people shooting deer and a lot of people actually dropping off deer at the processor. So they have a reservation system that's up. I didn't know this. I sent them a text, thankfully. This will play out. So I called the guy. He's at work, but he's got like a crew of people that work, and he actually left his phone there. And I walk up and there's a sign saying you need a reservation, deer without a confirmed reservation or anything like that. Like your name's not on the list, it's not going to process that deer. And I'm sitting here going, and there's a pile of deer in front of this. So I'm like, what do I want to do? Looking at the temperatures for the next few days. I know tonight it's supposed to get like down to 32. It's already really cold, so I was okay with that, but I just didn't have the time. If I was going to bail on this and actually take it back to the house, hang it up, and I was just going to take care of it myself, it's going to be cold enough, but I just don't have the time to do it, which was kind of the kind of thing with me, because I wanted to get that process done as fast as I can, but with it being cold, it's okay. And as we're sitting there kind of contemplating this whole thing, I called up a couple other processors in the area, same kind of deal. And finally, they actually sent me a text back saying like, okay, well, what's your full name? What should they had it? And just add it to the pile and won't call you, blah, 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 woo-hoo. So dropped him off, waiting for get the meat back. I'm not going to do anything fancy with him at all. It's literally just give me the steaks, everything else, ground. I don't need sausage or anything. We got plenty of that for the year. So yeah, I'm pretty much set with that. So now, moving forward, I got a doe tag for 8N. That's pretty much now the only place I can gun hunt. Is basically, that's like south of Honeyway Lake around there, Hemlock Lake, Canadice Lake, and a little bit east of there as well. High Tour. That's all on 8N. That's the only places I can go and hunt, and I can only shoot a doe. So I'm not super pressured for that. I'm going to try and get some hunts in with Cory and see if I can get Cory on a decent buck. That's the thing I sacrificed, and I'm okay with it. Just because I haven't seen Mr. Bigger crabs on any of the trail camera pictures, anything like that. I've only seen the buck I shot and another buck that's like maybe a 6-point. That's pretty much it. The only 2 deer that are around. So I just took the opportunity as I could. Just did it. So now I'm just kind of just waiting until gun season ends, and then late bow season comes back up, and then I have my antlerless tag for bow / muzzle loader and my either sex tag. So I could shoot another buck. Potentially in late season bow. So maybe if Mr. Biggs and crabs start showing up again, might be able to have a go at them, but I'm not. I'm gonna hold my breath on that. So yeah, it was fun. I'm really happy I got to do that. So the big deer, no, but it's meat. At the end of the day, my goal is to fill tags. I want to fill as many tags as I can and have that lean protein for me to enjoy all year round, and my family to enjoy all year round, and friends to enjoy all year round, and I can just make all kinds of meat treats and everything else. So at the end of the day, that's why I do this, is to get food. So the trophy hunting, whatever kind of thing, that level of patience, I'm not quite there yet. I'm still in the let's gather food part. I know I played it a little bit in certain spots of the year, but just no, I wasn't going to take the risk of not filling a tag, given how the season has been going. So I wasn't, what the old saying is, don't pass up what you shoot on the last day on the first day. That's the thing that just came to mind when he walked in, and I was like, yep, it's go time, let's go. That, and also getting used to that whole moment of truth and actually being in that. It's going to be a nice learning process for me as well, because I really haven't experienced that too much. I've had deer coming close, but not like me going, all right, I'm going to shoot them. Like, I had a little small buck in October come with inside like 5 yards, 10 yards. Well inside bow range, could have shot it. Wasn't going to, because I know there's 2 other bigger deer that are around that could just show up randomly in the next coming months. Or weeks, not months. Sorry, weeks. So I was kind of playing trophy hunter there, but it's not really trophy hunting. It's just finding like a bigger buck than I shot last year. But at the end of the day, fill in the freezer. That's why I do this. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. It's started off with a bang. Been kind of through a little lull period that like 3 weeks of literally nothing. Me just sitting in a tree filming squirrels and being really annoyed with squirrels. But that's hunting though. That's why it's called hunting and not killing. That's the 99% of what we do. It's the 1% that you see like last night and on the 5th that I shot. So I'm hoping to get out, get a couple hunts in with Cory here soon, and just trying to see if I can get him on a buck. Because now I get to play cameraman for a bit and glass up some deer, and just pressure's off now. I can kind of relax just a little bit more now that I got that done. Oh, side note, also, earlier this week, so on Monday, no, not Monday. Today's Friday. Wednesday, one of the days. Cory actually shot a buck, a button buck. You probably saw it on our Instagram story back in whenever that was. He also shot a deer, so he's been able to fill a tag. He just didn't have a camera crew or anything like that, so he's on the board with 1. I'm on the board with 2. Cash's neighbor shot a 300-pound black bear. That was fun. Insert picture here. So we're getting it done. Filling the freezer. It's just not the big buck thing, but the important thing is we're filling the freezer. But Cory still has a buck tag, so we're gonna go out and try and see if we can get him on a nice buck, because he's also frustrated with how the season's gone for him as well. So hopefully we'll be able to have our luck turn around and the excitement we had at the beginning of the year comes back full circle towards here, towards the back half of the year. So if you haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Click the red button below and follow us along as we finish out the rest of this season and going into the next season and everything else, and following our journey as we're going through it, learning how to do it, filling tags, filling the freezer, and just enjoying the outdoors and seeing some cool things. So that, I'm Ian. Thank you guys for watching.